All right, today we're gonna be staking up our Japanese maples that we got here. So we've got 7 that we need to do today. This here is a Crimson Queen. You can see I have a very shoddy stake in there that was really just temporary to get it held up while we planted. So today we're gonna add these bamboo posts, which came from the Home Depot. And we're gonna hopefully add a little length to it so it has room to grow. And then we're going to use this Velcro that I bought. It's actually nice, it's double-sided Velcro. And we're going to stake them up. So, let's see what we can do here. So I think I want to go about that height, so it'll give it some room to grow. I think that'll work out pretty well. Now this one doesn't have a very good graft on it. It's very hard to see, but you can see it's split. And it's also split down the front here. So I don't really feel too confident about it. I don't think it's going to support a lot of weight in the future, but we'll see. You know, the worst thing that'll happen is maybe if it does start to look like it's going to go, I'll try to get some grafts off these limbs here and maybe make, graft it on some other seedlings if we can. So let's go ahead and take our Toucan Sam scissors we got here. I got a little snippy poo. Get it out of here. Now the great thing was these have been sitting on the ground and they've got ants all in them. And I picked them up and the ants have bitten me in numerous places and my hand's starting to swell. I can see them coming out right now. So if any of you all have a good advice for ants on our trees, I don't want to put any chemicals on there to kill the tree, but I don't like the ants. We got to get rid of them. I'm not allergic to too many things, but the ants will they get to me in not a good way. So we're just going to use our pre-existing hole. Try to get her close there. I'm going to pull this tag off because it's unsightly. All right. Toucan to clean this guy up a little bit. Gets about 2 inches. And we'll leave it just a little loose so it has some room to flex. There's already an ant on me trying to bite my finger. All right. I want to go just below that graft. I'm not sure if I need to go a little higher. I don't want to, see, I'm going to be putting pressure pulling that away from the graft, so I don't know if I want to do that. I might move that up actually, just around the graft, and maybe that'll be sufficient enough to take the pressure off of it and not allow it to pull too hard. So maybe that'll help. Now, I am inexperienced with Japanese maples, so I don't know if I really want to tie this up or if I leave this hanging over. This is a Crimson Queen, so I believe this is more of a fan on top. So I don't know. If you guys have a clue, let me know. Otherwise, I think I'm just going to leave it like this unless somebody tells me otherwise. So, just for good measures, I'm going to add a second wrap of Velcro down here. And I'll leave it loose just a little bit for some flexibility. And there we go. Might be a little bit too loose, but it's going to be held up by that tape, so that'll be fine. And that guy looks good. So now we'll go ahead and go get the other Japanese maples and bring them in. Hopefully leave the ants outside. All right, we got our orange Yola here. Same deal. We'll go ahead and test the soil real quick. I don't know if that soil's, I don't know if it's staying too dry or not. Once again, I'm not an expert at this, so I'm just kind of learning as I go, but I think the leaves are looking good. Nothing really looks withered, like it's underwatered or overwatered, so hopefully it's okay. I don't know. My wife was making fun of my hat today. She says I look like a a goofy redneck farmer here, but you know what? I don't like my neck being sunburnt when we're out gardening. So we were actually out, got her some nice strawberry plants and some new planters, and that's what we were working on there. I need my saw. It's my big mighty saw. People make fun of my saw, but it's not the size of this that matters, especially when you're dealing with your bamboo stick, right? It's how you use it. And I'm not using it very good right now, actually, so. Let's switch hands here. Not very good with my left hand either. Ended up being a beautiful day here in South Carolina. Got up in the mid-80s. Didn't rain today. Actually got up and rode my bike a little bit this morning. And that was real nice. Got to see my buddy I haven't seen in a while. So that was fun. And we came home, and then we've been just gardening. Bought some real cheap planters off of some website. They were cedar, and they actually came in and they were pretty good quality, surprisingly. So I may have cut that a little short, but I really like that. So let's go. See if I can get her in here kind of close. Hope that wasn't bad on the roots. Sounded like something snapped in there. I don't know. If this guy goes brown and falls over, well, no, that wasn't the right thing to do. So I'm going to wrap this around the graft. Leave it just a smidgen loose. And I think that'll do all right there. And I've got longer sticks later, so once these get a little bit bigger, we can do something else. So again, if somebody thinks that this portion needs to be supported, please let me know. I feel like that's going to be pretty good for the Orangeola. That's how that one's looking so far. I don't know, I kind of feel like I need something up here. But it's kind of stiff, and I hate putting pressure on that graft, so the joint, but we'll leave it and see what happens. I mean, at least it's supported right there, right? All right. My orchids are, this thing started out so good. It looked really good, and then we had some days where it got cold and frosted, but I pulled them into the garage, all of them, all 7 of them. And I took them back out, I'm going to say like 9 a.m. when I thought it had been warmed up enough that the frost was gone. But apparently, I asked some people on Reddit what happened with these leaves, what could be causing that, and they said they think it was frost burn. I just hate that because it was looking so good. The leaves were really green yellow, and the outside was really getting that burnt red, and it was going to look really pretty. But you live and you learn, right? So let's see if I can dig this in there. Hope that's okay on the roots again. I don't know. Let's get her down in there. So we'll we'll wrap it right there. Let's see where it does. Where it does, how it does. Get that a little bit tighter so it doesn't slide down. That graft looks quite a bit better, but the leaves are just not looking so good. So if anybody has any ideas on why these look so bad, please let me know. I'll take your advice on what to do to fix it. All right, so here are the coral barks, or Sengo Kaku. I don't know how to pronounce it, but I really think these look awesome. Got some bugs on them. I've been hitting it with neem oil. I guess I'm going to have to do some more, but there's definitely some bugs getting all over this thing on both of them. Now these two, I brought them in together because these two are not looking so good. The leaves look kind of sad. I'm not really sure what's going on there. We did get a lot of rain last night, and I watered 2 days ago, and then we got a lot of rain throughout the day and yesterday, so maybe they're overwatered. Soil is moist, but I wouldn't say it's soggy by no means. The very bottom, actually, the very bottom is still kind of soggy. I would say I could probably squish some moisture out of this dirt if yeah, it's still got water just sitting in the bottom. So, maybe they're not draining well enough, I'm not sure. If that's a sign of overwatering, please let me know. I'll take your advice. Otherwise, I'll have to ask the people on Reddit again, and they're probably getting tired of answering my questions. But they're very nice people, so if you have questions, please seek the answers. Let me know. I'm always willing to learn more if you're willing to teach. So I'm going to leave these a little bit longer. I think I could get 2 out of this if I go right in the middle. Yeah, let's go in the middle. Let's get this big saw going here. Start her up. Think that looks good, guys? I think it looks, ooh. Root ball's in the way right there, so pull this thing out. I don't know where I want to put that one. Again, I hope I'm not damaging these roots too bad. If the trees die, then I'll know I damaged the roots beyond repair. So I'm going to do maybe those two. So I don't know if there's a preferred area to do this on these trees, but that's loosey-goosey. That's not going to work. I'll tighten that up a little bit. Cut that one way too long, but that's okay. You can just redo her. It has room to grow that way, right? So that should at least be somewhat supported if we get some high wind, which I don't know if you can hear it now, but it's actually pretty windy out there right now. It's very sunny and pretty and warm. A little windy. Get this guy. It's kind of leaning over anyways, but I don't know which one to go off. This one's taller, so we'll just go with that one. This actually splits up in a Y. And it's been cut off there. I guess somebody used that as a graft. But we'll, man, this thing's eat up with bugs. Have to get the neem oil out. Get them hard. So, let's see. Oh my gosh, about to hit West Virginia. the longer one, we said. Get this little guy out of the way so it doesn't get hurt. Squash your leaves. All right. It's just a little loose because I would imagine they've got to have room to grow and flex just a little bit. So we'll see. That I don't know how that guy goes, but give it a try. Let's go get the last two. Okay. Now these two, I think, are the better looking ones out of the four that I have. You can see they're leaning over pretty bad, so that's why we're going to stake them up. Which pretty bad. But I think their leaves are looking a lot healthier than the last two. They're actually fanning out pretty nice, but still, we got a lot of bugs on this. I can see them up under here real bad. So we'll try to knock those suckers out with some neem oil. I think we'll do the same thing here. We're just going to go with half and half and split it. So let's see. Let's go up that far. Yeah, let's just go right in half. They're both twins. They're identical twins. Which I don't know. Could have been born at the same time, I don't know. But not look similar. They look almost identical to me, at least. I think my big saw needs a new saw blade on it. I won't even cut this bamboo. But I have used this saw. Cut quite a bit of pipe, metal stuff. I mean, anything metal, I'll grab it and cut. Probably not made to cut metal, but you know, use what you got, right? Whoa, whoa, don't fall over there. I've been drinking, sir. All right, I don't know if this is good, but I'm going to put a bend to it. I'm going to force it up here. I'm going to do that right in that area. What do you guys think? Glad you agree. I hate dagging these. I'm afraid of tearing up the roots. But if I don't get it down in there, it's not going to be. Whoa, whoa! Definitely drank too much today. The backyard barbecue. This guy right here. I think this actually wants to go the other way. The soft stuff toward the plant. Maybe the plant will like the soft side of the Velcro better. Not the rough abrasive side. I would. But I'm tender, my wife says. My wife loves me. She treats me very good too. We like to pick on each other, but it's pretty cool though. She's kind of gotten into horticulture, trying to grow vegetables, just kind of basic stuff, and strawberries and things like that. But kind of a fun little hobby. The nice thing about it is you don't have to spend all your time. It's not an 8-hour-a-day hobby or anything like that. I feel like I got ants crawling on me. Did have one on my leg, so that's going to swell up later. Hand's not too swollen yet. Okie dokie. I don't know which one to get on this one. I don't know. When you guys have a tree that's split like this, which side do you stake up, and how do you know? How do you know which side to stake up? I don't know. Don't quit 6-inch rule, guys. Come on. Treat this like a school dance. You gotta stay 6 inches apart from each other. Guess I'm gonna go off this one only because the tree is leaning this way, and I'll just go ahead and grab the furthest one, and we'll hope for the best from there, right? I don't know if these trees survive, which will be a big if, because I'm very good at killing anything that's a plant. If they survive, don't know if I'm going to try to make them. If I'm going to try to graft them and make more out of them, I don't know. We have some Leyland cypresses on the property, and I'm definitely going to try to get those because we bought the adjoining property beside us, which is a little over 5 acres, and the tree line's just brush and nasty briars and kind of ugly right now. So what we're going to try to do is propagate our Leyland cypresses and then make a new. They're used as a fence on the side with one side of our neighbors, so we're going to use it to make a fence with this property, and then hopefully one day it'll be cool to build a house and move over there, and then we'll already have a natural fence, because unnatural fences are just ugly. So we want to have a nice natural fence like Leyland cypresses. I don't like weed eating around them. They're kind of a pain and mowing around them. But so there we go. That's all 7 of them for now. Our 8th one is doing very well out in the front yard. It's actually got just awesome color going on right now. It's definitely gotten out of hand. I did not trim it and take care of it properly like I should have, and I realize that now. But you know, you live and learn. This is a new hobby for me, so I'm just gonna slowly get into it. One big issue I can already see is keeping these things hydrated, because down here in South Carolina we haven't even really got to the high temperature yet, and these things are kind of drying out kind of quick. So I don't know what I need to do. If you guys have any tips for that, please let me know. I'll take your advice on that as well. So. Well, if you guys have any advice for me, please let me know and write it down below. So thank you guys.